Right, one sec. One sec.
I don't like the sound of any of this.
I like the sound of all of it.
You would!
So, Amira, before we go any further, is this actually something you can do?
I'll be right back real quick, sorry.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a go. I'm
Have you done this kind of thing before?
not exactly at this scale, no.
Is that a yes?
He's gonna need some help. A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, where
Almost as if the resistance is run by crazies and drunks.
Yeah.
It's looking that way.
Certainly run by one crazy drunk, anyway.
Yeah, there's at least one.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, does it? Why is this side so mental?
Kind of have to be meant
over
to
to the
stand
other
up to a government like this. In all of their the Nova bases, they've got motivational posters all over the walls, and they've got really happy posters that say you don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps.
Oh, what?
Everywhere.
I want to switch sides. Can I just shoot Simon in the head, please?
Sorry about that.
That girlfriend card.
Right.
There it is. We can't even respond because she's in the room.
Right, wait. So yeah, so I did I miss anything when I said let me just check the coast is clear?
No,
Well, I said that I'll check because I'm in disguise. They'll know your face.
I
Right,
know.
no, can't
Yep,
get the
no,
cameras.
I'm all meant using my laptop and cameras.
Ah,
Guy's got a point. If we can check without even going outside, then that sounds better.
So I pull my laptop
whatever.
out. You in this drop now.
Omen
He's
getting
getting hands on and
action.
just stopping him.
Yep. I had
Four.
to just use my eyes.
You can see.
Cameras can be hacked.
Can we still see all the other cameras that have hacked as well, by the way? Like,
Yes,
so,
because
yeah,
something like that. So you can still see everything there. There's nothing. There's been no sort of immediate response. Everyone's just kind of heard the message and gone.
so nobody's actually done anything. We're the only ones who seem to have moved.
Yeah, everyone else kind of seems to be milling around. You've got an Eclipse guard still outside that one building, and he's just sort of stood on guard. So he's not, doing anything. He's just stood there, just like.
Outside
We
where?
probably
Sorry,
made
where
it
is this?
really obvious by running off with all four of them when that message came on.
You were following a drunk who you now know to be crazy. Well
And we
done.
were in an alley.
Hang on. Going back a bit, Omen, was it you said something about a Chinese guy going into that building?
Right there. Yep.
What was it about the Chinese guy that was interesting?
He's the one that shot the other guy.
He shot a dude. I want to know why.
You saw him shoot a dude.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. He just like strolled up like a boss. Didn't hesitate, just pulled a gun, shot him, and just turned and walked away.
I then turned to a woman and said, "How do you know this?" Because Amira told us that this guy had been shot, but you weren't with her at the time. She'd lost you. Where were you when this happened?
I could see it. Don't worry.
But where were you?
Well, where do you think I was? I was dressed like this.
Oh, we know where he was because we saw this
Oh,
massive guard
yeah,
at the top of the
yeah.
alley.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I was the big dude that appeared at the top of the alley. I was stood, like here, if we meta gaming, just so you remember.
Yeah.
And he just walked on past, shot him, and he walked
Now you
off.
mentioned it, I do remember. Yeah. Oh, you followed him, didn't you?
Not many people can be so cold. I'm interested.
So how did a guy kill an Eclipse guard and then walk into a building that's guarded by Eclipse guards?
I guess
Hence why I want to know.
Did we not turn to Simon and ask him if he knew who this Chinese dude is?
That's probably the guy who's like head security here. He gets a temper, and I don't know why he would have killed him. He just does that a lot.
Unless he knows we're here and he knows we got past the guard.
Or that one of us is disguised as a guard.
Either that, or someone gave him the wrong T. He's very weird.
If I'm dressed as a guard,
Seems like a lot of people around here are, to be fair.
could I walk in that building dressed as a guard?
Um,
I'm
you
asking
could
Simon.
you could walk through the building. I couldn't tell you what would happen on the other side of the door, but you could do it.
Can I do it? Would there be anything of interest in there?
Well, as far as I
Simon
know,
would
it's
know.
just a security station, so there shouldn't be.
Well, my thinking is-
I point out to Omen that there is a back door.
Is
I'd
there?
show him on the camera.
Oh, sweet, cheers. I'm just thinking there's going to be security at this mansion, and maybe if we make those guys think something really huge has kicked off here, the security at the mansion might come here, making it easier to do
He kind
what
of
we
puts
want
his
to do
head
at
down
the
and starts sort of
mansion.
half calculating again. Just
Sounds reasonable to assume, yeah.
I like it.
I want to make them think I'm walking the streets shooting everyone, and then we could put my face on someone else, on some drunk dude.
Like Simon.
Being
that's
crazy
good.
bloodlust. That's good. But no right. Okay, so if you stay here.
Me.
And then you need to do that just as she's going in, because if you do it too soon, they'll just call the party off. They'll be like, no, we're not doing it. It's too risky. So
I need
you
to stay here as a
have to
distraction
stay
while you go
here with. We
need-
might need to split into two groups. Amira has to go, and you have to stay. So surely.
I'm not much
Gun
use.
guy has to go.
I'm not
because
much use there because
she's not
because I
gun
can't get
guy.
in.
Okay, so there you go. I like it. Here's groups. Amira, Dalton, you'll go to house, and then Omen, Harvey, you'll stay here with me.
Joy.
Yeah, we might have to have a little run through about what's happening at the house.
Well,
And I don't
If
know
Rockwood's
what
at the house,
Rockwood
I'm happy to go to
look
the
like.
house.
I mean, I know the big hulking guy, but I'm assuming I wouldn't have seen the rooftop guy.
Just like I say, we don't know which Rockford guy it is yet. It could be Hulk Beastie guy, which wouldn't be fun, or it could be his brother, who's a pansy unless he's got a gun. And if he's got a gun, we should all run away.
He's always got a gun.
I
look at
said-
Dalton and say, "Can you make sure you bring me back a souvenir?"
I also say I
Certainly
kind of
do
look
my
at
best.
I look at Dalton and be like and say they've seen you. You need to wear one of these masks. We need to get you a face.
I don't need one because I'm dressed as a guard. So even if the security comes,
Currently, I have
I
two
am the
masks.
security.
I
He
currently have
has
two
actually
masks.
seen me. I mean, if we're saying
In
the
that
alarm
if-
was a fake,
If Rockford's there, as in the
Oh.
Rockfords have seen you.
yeah, but I'm
That's
not planning
not
on
what I
getting
mean.
close enough for Rockford to see me. Don't worry.
And they never saw a mirror. I don't think
I
because
just-
you'd run off
I
with
just
her.
say I
Yeah,
can show,
I'll take
I can,
one.
I just say I can you take a mask. I can show you how it works.
Okay.
And you've still got the signal jammer, aren't you? So I guess
Yeah,
I'd show
yeah.
you how, I'd say keep that on you just in case. Maybe a mirror might need it.
Do you have a spare gun, Dalton,
Show them how to.
that you don't intend on using?
Yeah, because he picked up that other.
Fine,
He picked up that other
spare.
pistol, didn't he? He did pick up
Yeah,
the other
but-
pistol.
Well, I want to
sure,
find a really
like-
big guy in the streets and make him look like Omen, and give him a gun and then piss him off.
That's fucking brilliant.
Oh, first the homeless guy, now this. Jesus.
Bit of a
Oh,
problem
wow.
with that plan, which
You
is
do hate
I don't
homeless
really class any gun as spare.
I do have these rather large dog claws left. I could just give him those.
Sounds more realistic.
I'm
That's
quite
what I'm
glad
gonna
we're
do.
not going to stick around here.
We're gonna go into the security place.
We could plant. We could get him to. And I sort of. I'm rummaging through my bag to see if I can see anything useful. And I say you could also plant the bloody key card on him too.
Ooh, I like it.
Do we know there's nothing on there that we need?
Not yet.
To be fair, they just know
As
from his
far as
mask
we,
anyway
know,
afterwards.
there's a key card.
They just know from the mask afterwards anyway, and the lack of a certain arm. So
Well, yeah, it was just a suggestion.
it was a good suggestion, but so I'll get you into the security office because you should be able to keep a track of everything in the city. Then I'll
me?
find a big guy who I can make look like me, piss him off a bit, send him on a bloody rampage. And we'll do that when Amira and Dalton are in place, because Dalton can always communicate to you when they're ready and need the distraction.
Well, I think before they went, I'd make sure that I'd set up communication between all four of us, because when I got communication with Dalton,
don't you worry about
it
that.
I did it by hacking.
Simon, where are you going?
Me,
Back to the bar.
I have people to see about things.
Right.
I guess.
Yes, sorry.
What's the plan for when Amira and Dalton get to this house?
Okay, right. So
That's their job.
Dalton,
That's their show.
you're mainly there in case Amira gets spotted and flayed. Amira, you're mainly there if you don't get spotted, and you can kill the guys there with something. You know what? You've got talent in that kind of, knife in back kind of situation. Just do something like that.
Right. So how am I gonna know who? And am I just killing the one guy?
You can try to kill more. I ain't gonna stop you. But the important one is you need to find out who's in charge, who the big guy in charge there is, because we don't know which one it is, and then try to kill him.
I can potentially get that information from depending on what's inside the security office. I might be able to find
Computer guy.
That would be fun.
Yeah, so if you do that, it can't go wrong.
Right.
I
Well,
think.
I kind of need something to do this. How am I gonna if I poison?
You don't need to worry. That's good for, because if we want poison or anything stabby, needly, injecty kind of thing, he's got that covered. I've seen him kill a load of people. Some of them on purpose.
Could he save me a job? Could he give me something to make someone go really bloodlustily crazy? Or
Vodka?
maybe more than one person. Is it all stabby, or can he make a top?
He said he can make a syringe, didn't he? So
Well, Victor's good, so if anyone can do it, he can. We'll have to talk to him and see what he can do.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You want a drink?
Yeah.
He hands you another hip flask from somewhere.
Just add that to my inventory. shall I?
I guess
How are we actually going to get to Victor?
I guess we have a plan.
I don't
So if
think we have
we've
an
been
issue getting
spotted
to
and we
Victor.
can't go near the camp.
We can get to Victor. Yeah, there's nothing. Everything's clear on the cameras as far as we're aware.
Simon's kind of walked out and already started heading there.
I guess I saw.
Okay.
I said we can either follow him all as a group, or we can split up, or I can keep an eye on. Alma's already gone.
Yep, I've already gone.
I guess
Let's go then.
I guess I'm just
I'm
kind
excited
of.
about speaking to Victor. I want something from him if he can make it.
I guess I'm just kind of watching on the cameras just to see if anything happens,
I think I just shake my head and slowly walk out afterwards.
and then I quite quickly follow Dalton because I don't want to be left alone in this random room.
Okay, so unless something's going to happen, we can just arrive, I think.
Yeah, nothing happens. He kind of just stumbles through the street. No one really looks to say much about
If nothing happens all the way there, I just move myself all the way there.
All the way there.
Yeah, it's that one to this. Oh no, have I
Alright,
gone in?
is it that one, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh wait a minute, I've gone in the wrong one. I can't see myself.
I'll save you.
Oh yeah, I got me. Oh wait. Oh no, did I get myself now? There we are. Yeah.
I didn't meet him before, did I? I bet
No.
I'm like, okay, my
Yeah.
Just
uh,
get
no.
Harvey.
Did I catch it
Omen
find
didn't
that, find
either,
that
did
everyone
he?
had
Did
just
you?
waltzed in the room already? Or
Yeah, everyone kind of just sort of half walked in and kind of, because being followed by Simon, no one really did much to stop anything happening because Simon kind of opened the door himself, like he had someone to get in, and then no one really said much or did much
I guess I
because
kind
they saw
of.
Simon.
I guess I go straight over to Victor and say what's happening. More referring to Lily.
It is being how awkward. There are limbs and organs that are in different places, but we'll put them right.
What have you done?
Do you want to take a look yourself, or do you want to leave it
No,
to explain?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at the moment, there's kind of where he
I don't want
stood.
to-
There's
I
kind of
don't
like a curtained off area.
I kind of turn and look at Omen and Dot and say, "Well, one of you guys look. I think I might faint if I do."
Yeah, look, I'm not shy of these
yeah.
things.
Just tell me if she looks like she's alive.
As you
So,
peer
you know,
around the
she probably
corner,
hasn't got the same organs as she had before.
as you peer around the corner, all you can see is sort of female body on table, chest cavity mostly open, pipes and wires going into chest cavity, and currently a hand kind of on the side. And you don't know if it was hers, but you can see a hand on the side.
Okay.
I don't want information. I just want to know if she looks like she's gonna survive.
Just like,
She's currently breathing.
be okay.
Oh, that's good for me. If she's currently breathing,
I could see her lungs moving.
A more accurate statement there never has been.
I try to avoid the literal point of that and just accept that as she's breathing. So
So, you need things to kill people, I hear, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, don't worry. I'm good at that one.
And I ask if you've got hold of the pass so I can examine it.
I left it around here somewhere. He opens up a drawer and it's just full of like biometric body parts and things. He's just going, no, it is not that one. It is under there. Ah, here it is. And he pulls out like a tiny little chip and sort of hands it to you.
Okay. Can I investigate it?
You can.
What am I rolling?
Your computer-y, investigatory thing.
So, computer investigation.
Yes.
So, 7. Because I'm not really hacking into it, am I? I'm just...
No. Just whether you know what it would be.
That could
was
have been bad.
You accidentally drop it now.
I just crush him. I don't know.
Into her cavity.
You know the basic kind of thing it is something that goes underneath the skin, and it then just emits like an NFC style radio wave for what it is. They're programmable via sort of machines that are around in this room because they're known as biometric ones. So he's got a biometric thing for it. So you can't see any information on it, but you know exactly what it is and how it works.
Okay, hand it back and turn to the guys and say it seems legit.
Okay, so
It's about the first thing around here that does.
Yeah,
you must be little girl who will kill big man.
Yep, that's me. That's one.
So, how do you want to do it? We have eating poison, we have stabby and neck poison, we have blades with poison. I have all poison.
God. Are they going to actually be eating there? Or like...
Well, they'll be drinking. You know what these big wigs are like with their drink. They could even drink Simon under table.
Omen,
Yeah.
can Dean actually drink?
He can drink, but he can.
Does he
He
eat?
has perfect control over his blood flow, so he could probably quite quickly stop the poison if he wanted, or slow it down significantly by restricting his heart rate. That's how he keeps himself so cool under pressure all the time.
Is this the Hulk? Is this the Hulk guy?
Yeah, he has sort of a cybernetic heart. I can literally control his heart rate. So
we need plan for if it's big guy, and we need plan for if it's little guy. Well, little guy poison should do. I can't see no reason why not.
Victor, you seem to know your thing about this kind of stuff. If this guy's got like cybernetic heart and things, is it possible to put in a computer virus so that he can no longer control his blood flow?
Computer virus, not so much. They do not work on sort of traditional software. They get given command and they keep doing command until they break. We can, however, put in signal jammer because there is control unit within these things. So if control units stop working, unit stop working. And instead of doing what you want, it does opposite. If he tried to stop blood flow, it would increase it, and he pop like balloon.
So would this guy have to ingest this signal jammer, or does it just need to be working near him?
Ingest, no. Inside of his body, yes.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able
Good
to
luck,
do
Amira.
that one.
How big is this signal jammer?
Only small thing, size of very small, large pill.
So we might be able to swallow it in.
Swallow it or
Stick it up his rectum.
cut. That would work. As long as it's in body, these things latch to internal organ. They know to look for them.
Curiosity, if he's having a
Work
thing with
myself.
Lily, as we heard, would the easiest thing to be... Would it not be best to make Amira look like Lily? Would that not be the easiest way for her to get close enough to potentially do that?
If he
Or
knows
were they
what's
after Lily?
they were after Lily.
Or are they after Lily?
Didn't we go to that base to save her because she was
Yep.
being attacked?
They chased her out. Yeah,
I know he
imagine,
likes Lily, though.
I imagine he would know.
But yeah.
Stop bringing that up in front of
You
him.
could take a mask ready.
They were
ready
like
there.
that.
She
It's almost
looked
like I'm
me.
poking and watching people squirm.
Heard that's what Rockford did.
Oh dear. Oh damn.
Omen said that. It's just a mess in the corner now.
Liam gets +1 XP.
Yes.
If I wasn't so like
Just made a note
broken
of
down
that as
and
well.
also broken down and also terrified of Omen, ultimately, I would probably have turned around and like, "Do you want me to help you?" That's
I
kind
don't know, I
of.
thought you was gonna flip
No, I'm
and
not
start flailing at him or something.
I
That
kinda-
would be hilarious.
The
I
only
kind of
person's
look
help
at.
I need here is Victor's.
I kind of look. I don't say that. I'm just saying. I kind of look at him, almost like I want to say that, and then like realize who I was about to say it to, and then it's just like just shy away again.
Okay, while Amira's working out how she wants to kill or stick something inside Rockford, I
I
want
don't
to
that
ask
one's
Victor
gonna be a
if he has.
possibility.
I want to ask Victor if he has the ability to create like sort of a toxin that could fill a room that would just make people go batshit crazy.
I suppose we could modify tear gas grenade and change it to chemicals inside. It could work.
And do you have loads of sharp, shiny objects?
Sharp, shiny objects are specialty.
Can I have both of them if you can do it, please?
Let me see what I can do. I'll add it to list. Sharp, shiny object.
Like our daughters, they're like, fucking hell, I know. He knows where this is
I am
going.
literally stood by the door just going, for fuck's sake.
Remember, Omen doesn't care about anyone, even the innocent.
Oh, God.
Yes.
There's still a homeless man's neck he wants to break.
Grenade.
Yeah. At least you got a reason for that one, though.
Oh really?
Yeah, do he didn't do what I said?
He didn't do what he was told, yeah.
Yeah. He ran away like a little girl.
I think I probably shot him as he ran away, to be fair.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Right, so do I need to decide what I'm actually doing?
Yeah, so do you want to try and be sneaky, no one notice you do killing sneaky? Or do you want to be sneaky, oh, I poison you sneaky? So, it depends how you want him to take poison, whether you put it in him or you make him put it in himself.
Yeah, I think the sneakiest option, because I have to get back out there. So I don't think I can get away with stabbing some guy.
How vital is it that you survive? That's
Ah,
just
do
me.
you want to create a new character sheet now, just in case?
Yeah, one. For the team.
Brilliant.
Well, what we could do is if we give you small capsule that has poison in it, either you could make him take it if he thinks it's medication, or you could take it apart and add it to anything he ingests. Or if you then really need to, you can take capsule apart and coat sharp object with it and stab him.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Okay, so we give capsule. Now, we have small problem. You will be searched going into this place. So you need to figure out place to put capsule
Poison, great.
of poison. There are
Could you hide it in like a packet of gum, like like in the interview?
we have many options because either you could do something that's easy, like put it in pack of gum, but it's easy to get spotted, or you could somehow place it inside of your body, but that's very dangerous. Or I could create place for you to put it in body.
Oh my god.
Probably even more dangerous, to be fair.
Yeah, wait, whereabouts are you thinking? And how much do you need to take away?
Oh, somewhere where it would not be important, like shoulder. Like if we put incision in shoulder, we can put little tiny thing in holder in shoulder, and it will be your shoulder holder. And then you will be able to open up little holder, and you will be able to store small item in there, and it'll be completely undetectable because it will just look like part of your body has been rebuilt.
Like every girl's dream.
Shoulder
Can we
holder
put it?
dream.
Can we put it in some sort of capsule that we can fire?
Capsule inside capsule? Fire in what way?
I'm not quite there yet.
Well, when you are, let me know.
Otherwise, you're gonna have a incision wherever it goes in anyway.
Are you thinking like to fire a bullet into him?
Well, no, I'm thinking something that once Amira's inside, we can launch somewhere near where she is so she can collect it.
Like if there's a garden or something, get it over the wall and.
Or
This is
if it's really small, something we can fire out of a gun into the ground somewhere. Or...
Simon's kind of slumped in the corner, and he sort of just suddenly perks up and goes, "Oh, you remember how I said there were like 4 different blueprints, and we didn't know which one was which? Well, one of them showed that tunnel, which is the thing we were on about. Now, if that thing's real, and you can get from the tunnel to the house, which is what we think it is, you could potentially smuggle in both contraband, like this thing, and Dalton, if it's big enough for a person."
So the tunnel is not the official way in. That's just the.
No, tunnel's really not the official way in. We don't know what exactly it's for. We just know it's there.
Do we know that once you're in, they won't scan you again? Is that kind of the?
Well, they won't scan you again, but if you start waving a gun around, I'm pretty sure you'll make some friends. It's kind of one of those places where, everyone's expected to be prim and proper, and if you start a fight, you're going to get thrown out.
We might want to get Amira some better clothes then, because they're covered in shit still.
Don't worry, I was already a step ahead of you. I've got a guy on it.
I'm not too sure about going in there. I've never really been prim or proper.
Well, you can. If you're in there, that causes a problem anyway, because it's like you don't look like you look too big. They'd know you.
I would just get Dalton and I assume Eclipse are guarding the place.
Kind of, but not normal Eclipse. They're gonna be like really, really well trained Eclipse.
We can't just get him a uniform then.
They'd probably be in like tuxedos. They like to, meld into the crowd, so no one knows they're being watched, but they're all being watched.
If
This doesn't sound great for me.
if the plan that Omen has to cause a load of shit to go down here, would that potentially lower the security up there, or would that increase the security up there? Do we think?
We think it'll bring it down here if the problem's big enough. But we've never tried anything like this before.
Omen's gonna make sure it's big enough.
I guess, and we've got communications. If I can get in, if that security room holds what I need, and I can access the entire city, if it is a security room, it gives me all access to all cameras and things, and maybe channels I could maybe then relay to you guys whilst you're up there, and let you know if anyone's coming down from there to lower the security up there. If they think we're down here.
I think my best bet anyway is going to be find somewhere where I've got a good view of the place and keep an eye on it from a distance, so I'll know if people leave.
I think Harvey's going to be safer going with you guys as well than staying in this town. This town's going to be like the Wild West when I'm done with it.
What are we imagining is going to happen when we do a distraction here? Are they going to...
I'm going to try and make the
they're going to shut down the place? I mean...
I'm trying to think that the situation down here is going to get so severe, they're going to have to send people from up there down here to try contain it.
There's a few ways it could go. Either they will completely ignore it because they don't want to make any of the higher-ups think there's a problem, which is the worst thing that could happen for us. And then there's the possibility that they could, instead of sending people down, lock the place down just to keep everyone safe, which is actually the worst thing that could happen for us. And then there's the possibility that they could add more security there and then lock it down, which actually is the worst thing that could happen for us.
So what's the best thing that can happen?
Yeah,
the best thing that could happen would be that they send all the security because they think that everything's fine at the party because we're attacking the town.
If they want to reassure people, they're not going to lock the place down and they're not going to visibly heighten security. So
I
they
would
might
hope not.
subtly send some people down here.
I
That's
really
probably the
hope
best we can hope for.
Yeah.
How do you know much about the security building?
It's a building.
That's all you know.
It has a door and some windows.
Did Lily never give you any schematics for this building at all? Or anything? Considering this seems to be like quite a stronghold for Nova, surely you would have wanted to have schematics and have an understanding of the city you're in. So surely
we did, but that's a new building for them. They recently had a big building that we had all a load of information on, but then they found out we had a load of information on it, so they moved.
Do you have anywhere in the city which you would consider a safe house, but also does have good computer sort of like anything that we could have an immediate contact into the network?
Security room.
Yeah, other than that security room, do you know of anything else? Because I don't really want to... We might break into there and try and get in there and find that there isn't actually anything in there useful.
And if they send reinforcements, surely they're going to go to the security room first.
Could try to
thought they'd
go to
where
the
the
old
problem
Eclipse place, but they might have put trackers and tracers on everything. But it's still there.
Is there anything that Harvey could do if he came with us, like hackery?
I think he'd just be safer going with you.
If it's out in the middle of nowhere, signal, I'll probably have to get close enough to get some sort of signal. Otherwise, I'm absolutely useless. I think because this town is I'm guessing completely out of the game. From what you said when we first entered this town, it's sort of more run by Eclipse, more run by Nova, but Eclipse kind of feel like and think that they do run it, sort of thing.
Exactly.
Do we as characters know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So in that case, I feel like there is I could potentially find Simon seems to know most things about the town. He could probably point me somewhere where I can be safe and operate from. Is it it's a pretty big town, isn't it?
Yes.
I guess I could be safe and work from somewhere because I can definitely try and access the network, but I feel like I can get a better access.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Was that meant to be a whisper?
You what?
Was that meant to be a whisper?
Nope.
You're going to kill.
It's just the voice inside Omen's head. He's constantly saying things like that.
My inner
To kill
monologue.
Everyone.
Yeah, basically, we just had a lovely insight into his inner monologue.
So Omen's going to kill everyone in the town. That's why you want me to leave.
Should have killed
Surely,
everyone.
surely you would come up to me and tell me that, like, Harvey, you have to leave this town because of this.
You do realise everyone includes Nova people.
And you.
Omen doesn't care.
I guess, based on you saying that, I'd be like, well, I don't want you to do that until I know that Lily's safe and out.
I didn't tell you I was going to kill everyone. It was my inner monologue.
Alright.
Wasn't this quite a good town in regards to like people that weren't very eclipsy as well? Are we just gonna kill people that are potentially?
No, no, you're not.
What's that?
Yep.
I am.
Oh.
Omen's gonna
right.
rampage and kill most of our allies, I think, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't trust anyone. The first guy I met was apparently resistance.
And look how well that worked out for you.
Yep, exactly. I don't give a shit.
I still think, like, well, if I'm not aware that you're going to kill everyone, I still think I would argue that that Nauheim is probably the safest place for me because I can't do anything from anywhere else. From here, I can do something. I can be useful, and I don't really want to.
Okay,
Really.
so you're
Isn't there
staying
gonna be
here.
any networks near the house though that you can?
I don't know. Without getting there, I don't know. I can't possibly know that until I get there.
I'm guessing they'll have networks for themselves because they'll want to be able to keep on top of stuff. But you'd probably have to get quite close in to access.
Depends how secure they are.
What is the actual house for? Is it like kind of good documents there or anything like?
Not really, as far as we know. It just seems like, you know, the kind of place they use to smooge people away from the town. So it's like, safe house isn't really the right word. It's just like a rental-y country home thing, and they just use it as a place to visit.
Right.
You know, outside of the city, away from all the noise and away from all the prying cameras that they've got, even though they've got cameras in there.
Can we
They've
decide
got
on
cameras
something?
in there. This is gonna
Yeah.
be even harder.
I pretty much say that I feel like I'd be more useful here. If I leave here, I'm useless.
Okay, Omen's gonna cause some shit. Harvey, you're staying behind and finding somewhere to hide, I take it.
Well, I don't know that. You know, I'm aware that he's going to kill everyone, so I'm kind of.
I just mean in
kinda-
general, if he's causing some trouble, then he's
Yeah,
just gonna
well-
hide out of the way.
I guess I sort of turned to Omen and said, "Do you think you can get me in that room?" And
Do you reckon there's any way that you could hack into the things from here to the house to like shut off cameras or something like that?
where you're going.
Yeah.
I feel like if I can try to. But I'd have to hack into their systems, and I imagine based on what I've seen prior to this moment, me hacking into their systems, and also from personal knowledge, that it's not wise to do from my own laptop, and I also wouldn't because it would increase chance of them tracing it in future, and then I'd be without my equipment. So I'd rather do it directly from their own machines,
Okay,
and I imagine the security center would have that.
has Victor made any of this stuff yet then?
He's kind of sat in the back
Shiny
just working
objects.
away.
So yeah, so I sort of turn to him, can you get me in that room and I can see if I can do anything from in there? Because I imagine it's a secure building, so I could potentially lock myself in there.
It's fairly secure. It's as secure as anywhere else gets around this town. At least it's secure and friendly.
So I kind of say to him, and before you start causing people to go crazy, can we try and get in there first and maybe reassess the situation, see
That was the
where
original plan.
where we can cause more trouble from?
That was the original plan.
Maybe cause some people to go crazy with Eclipse people nearby, and they'll kill Eclipse people.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay, big man first. I have presents for everyone. You've been good boy this year? So, first thing I have is this is nerve gas grenade, only it is opposite to nerve gas grenade because instead of shutting down nerves, it heightens them up and makes people really, really pissed off at you. But you're used to that. Know your face, eh? I joke, I joke. He hands over this sort of weird-looking... It looks like a grenade, but with, like, vial attached to it is the best way to put it. Second thing I have is shrapnel grenade. Basically, I shredded up one of the parts we had that we didn't need anymore, and now that is explosive center on inside of proper grenade. So it will stab pretty much everything in a large radius. Good, no?
Yes.
Hands over these two
Oh
sort of
God, don't
makeshift
give it to
grenades.
Herman.
I think rather you than me holding that, to be honest. Dom.
Be careful when you pull pin on those, because it's hard to distinguish on grenade between pin and shrapnel, so it may get slightly agitated. You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
Oh, brilliant.
He then turns to Mir and goes, okay, I have little capsule. This will pretty much kill a normal man in a matter of minutes. Very deadly. Do not try to eat it. It looked like M&M, but not M&M. So put hand, and he goes, now, where are we putting it?
I 100% want a shoulder holder. It's gonna be so amazing.
No problem at all. He kind of grabs you instantly. That's all the invitation he needed.
You didn't like that arm anyway, did you?
Do me a favor, Maz.
It's an over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
Over the shoulder boulder holder.
I don't need an arm or whatever.
Do me a favor, Maz. Just roll me for, if you could, a stamina survival check, please.
Oh my God.
When we get when we get to the point of where we're about to leave this, can we just sort of break for 5 minutes? If that's-
No.
Well, yeah.
Oh my God, that's only 2 for me.
God.
It's gonna be nice.
Taking 2 good ones.
Basically, I'm adding it to something I'm doing. Oh, wow. You are so lucky.
Yeah, Mira's well up for that. She already thinks she's pretty good at this kind of stuff, and that's just gonna make her even better. So
You
good.
are lucky you are. Basically,
Not anywhere near him, to be fair. So she's quite brave. Or stupid. One or the other.
Well,
Go hand in hand sometimes, don't they?
essentially, well, you get a first-hand look at the kind of modern medicine of this world and how well things have sort of changed from today's medicine, as he pretty much pins you to the table, injects the side of your arm with something, and then your entire chest almost goes numb.
great.
Isn't that great? And he pretty much does exactly what he said. He takes a small chunk out of your upper left arm there, and he literally sort of takes a skin chunk out of it, almost like a bit of muscle.
Awesome.
Replaces it with a synthetic one, and underneath it is basically a really small box, like big enough to fit. I think I think I could put about as big as this candle. It's kind of fairly small-ish, but a little bit smaller than that. So that's kind of now
more
like
than a chunky talk.
embedded. Oh yeah, this is Victor. He gets carried away.
Considering this, she's a small child.
So it's kind of like a fist worth of meat that was taken from your shoulder and has been
I
replaced.
my own chest now.
You can. And then underneath the
lonely
muscle,
nights.
he's basically, like I say, put this kind of like thin sort of compartment into it, which now, if you were to sort of press and move, you could now have this like tiny little thing that you could get inside of. He does that all within a matter of seconds, sprays it with something, and it seems to sort of grow and heal around itself, and then just picks you back up and throws you forward. So you're kind of left a bit shell-shocked and just like,
With just a numb chest.
Cool.
yeah, with just a really numb chest and arm.
How quickly did he do this?
He did all that within a matter of about 10 minutes.
So I guess we were just milling around. And...
Yeah, that was like
Just
a
watch
very
it.
that was a small thing. Nowadays, that kind of thing is like piercings to us.
Well,
You know,
maybe
that's how
within that-
common this kind of random shit is.
I guess whilst he was doing that, then I guess I would have maybe sort of tried to hack and get some more information about this security building, or
Well,
tried to.
I was going to suggest maybe in that 10 minutes we just headed to the security building. Because I can just pretty much walk in. So
Yeah, I tried to get information just by looking and see if there was any internal cameras or anything. But I guess with that roll of one success, I didn't really find much out.
No, you know that there's a building there, and you know that the building is made of bricks.
And there's 2 doors.
and you know that there's doors and that it's pretty.
Okay. I like.
Cool skills, bro.
And it's probably where the security stuff is. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm
Got an
genuinely
inkling.
shocked. Like, the reason I offered Amira that thing was because I was like, I'm going to make it a really difficult role, and she will fail it and get infected. I can't fucking believe that. Okay.
Yay!
Victor is a pro.
Okay, so if we're about to sort of leave towards the security station, can we just take quick 5 minute break?
You can.
Yeah.
Right. Be back soon.
Yeah.